Okay, so today, I was doing a makeup session. So basically, there was a speech teacher at the beginning of the school year who ended up having to leave, and all the sessions that were missed because of the speech teacher have to be made up. So
Right.
I'm like the makeup speech teacher. And like, so I'm doing a makeup day today, and I'm with this kid, and this girl just like, I'm sorry, but she like idolizes me. Literally every time I see her,
She's like, Heidi, what are you wearing?
you're so pretty. I just love your hair. I wish I had your hair. Like, just constantly. Like,
That's
I love
so
your
cute.
nails. Can I see your nails? And she just, like, stares at them. And she's like, oh my gosh, how pretty is your ring? Like, just, like, things like that. Okay, like, it's the cutest thing. But honestly, I'm like, I'm getting kind of scared. I'm getting nervous. Because, like, I don't like when people compliment me. Anyway, so we're, like, walking down the... We're in speech. And I give her a piece of paper because she wanted to, like, draw. And so she, like, takes out, and she's like, I'm like, what are you going to draw? And she's like, I'm going to draw you. And I was like, oh. So then she, like, takes out the markers, and she just starts drawing me. And she drew me, like, pretty skinny. So, like, that was pretty cool. But, like, she...
So you think I'm skinny?
I know, I was thinking about that. But
Oh my gosh.
she's like, what color are your eyes? So then I just have like these like weird little like slits for eyes, but they're blue. And then she's like, I'm getting you a red dress. And so she like draws the dress, and I was like, oh, look how cute that is. And she's like, oh, I forgot your nails.
Oh.
So she literally drew claws. Purple claws. I was like, wow. How
I love
funny.
seeing ourselves through children's eyes. Like, it did not make me go into a deep dive depression when Nora drew us with bellies.
But she also was like, I forgot about that.
Sorry.
She actually drew her stomach.
She drew our stomachs.
I forgot.
And I was like, you know what? Cute. I have a cute tummy.
Everyone has stomachs, okay? She was just
It's true. She did do it on everyone, but I was like,
like, just like hold on real quick while I run to the gym.
don't eat for the next 30 days.
Starve myself. Anyway.
Oh, dear.
She also was like,
Sorry.
no. She was like, my mom won't let me get nails. And I was like, oh yeah, they're a little expensive. And she's like, well, maybe you can convince her. And I was like,
Like, that's not under my...
that's like,
Yeah.
I don't know if I could do that. And she was like, well, do you know my mom? And I was like, no, I don't know your mom. She's like, I think you know my mom. And I was like, I'm pretty sure I don't know your mom.
Like, kid, listen.
I just Today, we're going to be talking about our useless talents that we have.
Yes.
Because we all have some, and some of them could be pretty cool, but they're just useless and have no impact to society whatsoever. So, who wants to go first? Kim?
Sure.
Okay, go for it.
I can speak in a British accent sometimes.
Wow.
Sometimes. It's a useless talent. Isn't it useless?
It just
What am I
comes like sometimes,
it
and
just
then like
comes-
other times it's like nah.
It just comes and goes, yeah.
Oh.
Or sometimes I'll say something in like a Canadian accent, and I'll just be like, a boat,
a boot.
a boat.
Did you guys ever do the
shoot,
thing
shoot.
with your friends where like you were someplace else on vacation or wherever and you would pretend to be from somewhere? We went to
No.
Moab once and we pretended we were from London. We tried to speak in
Oh, yeah,
British
you did tell
accents
me
the
this.
whole time. It didn't work out very great, but it was
I need to
fun.
hear it. What's your British accent?
I was the worst one, I think. So, I'm
So I
gonna
just want to see
spare
if it's
you.
genetic.
I'm just gonna
Because Jeff's British accent's really bad.
Oh my
Listen,
God.
I do not like British accents. So, anyway.
Oh.
I think it's funny when you do it like fake, but when
Oh,
when
yeah.
it's just permanent, it's like
Yeah. It's like, yeah.
I feel like I went on this date with this guy that was like, no, British accent. No, I didn't go on a date. It was this. Oh, yeah. So it was this guy in our building in Logan. When I lived in Logan, there was this guy that would like come over, and one of my friends just like loved to speak in a British accent all the time, but she was good at it. So it was like, okay. And then like he would come over and he would literally leave because she annoyed him. Because like he couldn't stand like
Oh, man.
British accents.
see, I'm not that bad, but I just don't like them.
Yeah. I feel like they're down there for me with French accents.
Oh yeah.
No, don't even talk about the
French.
French.
Baguette.
French. Actually,
Croissant.
I mean, one of my favorite accents is actually a French accent. When I found that out, I was like, I'm fake. I'm a fake. Because I was like, Colton and I were literally talking about this a few years ago, and I was like, what's your favorite accent? And I don't even remember what he said, and he was asking me, and I was like, definitely not French. And then I was like, you know what? My favorite accent is from Inception, the wife. Like, I like the way she speaks. I like her accent. And he's like, she's French. And I was like, no!
We just like over exaggerate the French accent. So like I don't feel like all of them speak that way, obviously.
Yeah. No.
Yeah, anyway.
They're not like is it the salt and pepper on?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
But it is very strong.
I still can't think about that show without feeling sad.
Oh, yeah. About our...
Poor
our
Steve.
It's still fresh.
Yeah.
It's still fresh.
Still
Let's move on.
fresh.
Move on.
yeah,
Move
too
on.
soon, too soon.
Yeah. So anyway, speaking of bad British accent, thank you. That's my song.
I can wiggle one eyebrow at a time. Like,
Whoa.
can you do that?
No. Oh, you
You can't do both.
can't do both, but you can do. I can't do it. I'm gonna
Pretty
try.
cool.
It's because I always do this one, so my face is just used to it. I don't really raise it.
I'm like always stressed, so I'm always. Or
Eyebrows be just like up here.
Can you guys wiggle your ears?
no.
I can. I was actually one of my useless talents.
I
Whoa! Hi, wiggling ears team. I'm out of here.
But I can't do
Oh,
it if
I
I'm
can't.
smiling or laughing.
Wait,
Is this
show
like-
us.
I can't do it.
I need to see your ear.
I can't do it. Can't do it
Can't
like
do
a
it like a
man. Like, but I was
It
literally
has
like,
stage fright.
I was thinking about useless talents, and I was like, I can wiggle
Just
my
like
ear.
start doing it. Yeah.
Anyway,
Some of these things aren't useless, okay? They have entertainment value.
It's true.
Just kidding. Actually, that was part of my problem. I'm like, no, that has this use. I'm like, the point isn't to think of a use. The point is to think of.
Yeah, I literally
Stupid.
mean-
My useless talent is thinking of uses for useless talents.
oh my god,
Okay, who has some trivia?
I can.
Do it.
What is Post Malone's real name? Do you know it, Kim?
No.
Kim?
Okay,
I'm a fraud.
is it Jonathan,
No.
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 Aaron,
Closer.
Austin, or Marvin?
Aaron.
Aaron.
The final answer?
Yeah.
No, it's Austin,
Oh.
and his
Interesting.
middle name is Richard. Austin Richard Post.
No wonder
That's
he
his
goes by
name.
Post Malone.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Richard.
I don't know. Austin doesn't sound like such a bad name.
Do you like my
Yeah.
impression?
Yeah. Gilmore Girls.
No. What? Grey's Anatomy.
Oh yeah.
Richard.
Richard. But I actually love her. Rip.
Oh yeah, Rip.
Don't. I haven't seen it.
You're gonna watch it?
I don't know.
Oh, that's one show
Maybe.
that like I had to take a break on.
Me too, actually.
Sorry.
Because you and I, when you started watching, I was like, I'm gonna watch too. But I started from like the middle of season 2 because everything else is irrelevant to me at that point. And yeah, I
Yeah.
stopped
Anyway,
watching because it was a lot.
Matt, you go.
Having very cold hands and feet,
Huh?
which also can be useful when Colton wants something cold on him.
That's true.
I guess mine's the opposite because
Do you-
I'm always hot.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you ever do this thing though? Because
Wesley's always cold.
I always have cold hands and
Oh,
feet.
Maybe that's a thing where there's one in each relationship,
And you
like
write
your
that down.
glasses theory.
Her glasses theory.
Your glasses theory. What
Yeah.
was your theory? The panda.
Panda
Express.
theory.
Panda.
We still need to figure out if those are true. Anyway.
No. So do you ever do this thing with Colton where you put your cold feet against his back?
Oh,
like,
yeah.
I'm cold, and then to prove it,
Well, Wesley
do that.
Wesley puts his hand on my stomach, and I hate it. It's freezing cold, and he's just like
Yeah.
on my stomach,
Oh man.
bare stomach, and I'm like, ugh.
Yeah, Jeff's like always like, why? Why do you do that to me? Okay. My next one is that I can remember lots of useless information.
That's true.
It's useful in a trivia game, and then
Yeah.
you all like, I don't want to play with Kim because she knows everything.
Well, it's true. Like you can never win. You could do you against everybody else, and we would still lose.
Not necessarily. The lots of times we've played the generational trivia game that Jeff and I have, I've lost last 2 times.
Probably because you didn't try.
No, I did. I did because Jeff makes me. Anyway, okay, we talk too much with each other. All right.
Okay. So I have this really weird thing where I can memorize a lot of lyrics to most pop songs, and like you turn on a pop song, and I probably know
It's
some
true.
of the lyrics. to
Heidi
it.
is so good at lyrics. It's
like
crazy.
I think I talked about this on the show before, but me and Wesley were driving home from Colorado seeing his parents, and literally he just kept skipping the song, and I just kept singing. Like after each song was skipped, I just like the beginning of the song I would know it. And he's just like, "Do you just know every song in this planet?" And I was like, "What do you like? I didn't even notice." And he was just like, "Yeah, you're singing everything." And I was like, "Well, I don't know. I just know it, I guess." And that's a useless talent that I have.
It's not useless though.
I put related to that. I put like knowing the next song of an album, like in order. Like I
Yeah.
just have the sense, like Hamilton. I'm just like, all right, it's this
Yeah,
one. And,
yeah.
Like any album.
Well,
Really that
because
I
like you've
listen
listened to
I'm
it so many
yeah,
times.
I'm like, okay, it's this
that
one.
as soon as that beat ends, you're like, okay,
Yeah.
this beat's gonna
Yeah.
start.
Yep.
Yeah, totally.
Well, like with Hamilton specifically, it like bleeds into the next song.
That's
so
true.
like when my soundtrack is accidentally on shuffle, and it's a
It's
different
like,
song,
you're
like,
like, yeah, you're
yeah.
like, what?
Taken
it, like
back.
yeah,
You're frightened.
yeah. Okay, kind of piggybacking off of useless information, I can remember a lot about people after meeting them one time.
That's actually really useful. I feel like.
I can remember faces
No.
and names.
Me too. So I try to pretend like I don't because it's trying to.
Oh,
It's like
you don't want to
creepy
freak
to
people out.
Yeah, like I like.
Dude, actually, I have that same thing because I'll always be talking with people and like we have kind of the same conversation, like they don't remember, and I'm like,
Talk about
I
it.
just like answer the same. I'm like, you don't remember this? Like,
So you pretend like you don't know it, or like
Yeah.
you pretend like you didn't just stalk that person before
Yeah.
you met them, and then they're talking about their family, and you're like, oh yeah,
Like you meet somebody's boyfriend for the first time, and you're like asking questions that you totally already know.
yeah.
yeah, like me with Wesley.
Yeah.
When I was like, what are your brother's names? And I already knew it, but I wanted to see if his answers matched up to what I knew.
Yeah, because why would he lie about
No,
that?
but I also like don't want people to think I'm a stalker because
Yeah.
I've gotten that before. Like, how do you remember that? Like, there was a girl, my freshman year of high school, that thought I was a stalker because she was like, she knows too much about me, and I'm like, no, it's because you're literally so freaking loud.
Yeah,
that
like,
everyone knows your
everybody
business,
can
and I
really
remember.
know.
I remember.
Yeah.
So I'm sorry, I'm burdened with memory. I don't know.
I'm burdened. Okay. I can pick things up with my toes.
Oh, me too. I put that down.
You did.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's
You've
just
never
weird talent that I
never
have.
like linked toes with someone.
I've not done that before. No.
My sister and I used to do it all the time.
You and your sister. Colton likes to do that, and when we were first married, I was like, get out of here. But now I'm like, okay.
I don't
Like,
do it. I don't do
just
it
want to
anymore.
hold your toe. Okay.
I saw this video and it was the cutest thing. It was like the caption was everybody has like a support blanket, but my son has a support ear.
Oh, I saw that one.
Where he just like their ears while watching TV. I thought he's like, I just want Baba's ears. And he's just like
Oh.
talking about his brother, and then like the next video is like him just holding his ear. I'm like, what?
Oh, that's cute.
That's so funny.
But yeah, the
Anyway.
toe thing. Yeah, I thought
I've
that was
never like
normal.
linked like that's. Oh,
That's weird.
One time, I don't know if I ever told this story on the podcast, but one time during my first job, I was working at Cinnabon, and I was like taking a credit card from some lady to, you know, obviously ring her out, and she was like, her fingernail went under my fingernail.
This one gives me the ick so
Like,
bad.
It was like, perfect. Like it just like formed together. I just remember feeling so icked out.
Oh
like I
gosh.
just couldn't do it anymore. I was like, I need to take a break. Like, I can't believe that happened. Like I still think about it often. I hope that lady's doing okay.
I hope she's okay. Ew.
Oh man.
Anyway,
Bad visual, bad visual. All right, Natalie.
I have very wild imaginary experiences. So like, I
Elaborate, please.
I daydream all the time and like come up with like just like situations in my head.
What if
Yeah.
it's another universe playing out?
Maybe I'm like I need to put this to use. I need to start like I have crazy dreams too. I need to start
No,
like
yeah.
writing these things down, turn into a book. Boom.
I was
told you,
gonna say
yeah.
like you have one of your useless talents is always dreaming about dinosaurs.
Yeah.
Every dream you have, every nightmare is about a dinosaur.
There's a formula. Eat past 9 p.m., especially with sugar. Boom.
I know it's so true though, because like whenever you tell Nora like, oh, you can't have that because you're gonna have bad dreams, I'm like, yeah, that's facts.
It's true.
'Cause it's true.
Especially with her genes. Yeah, you never know what you're gonna get.
Oh man.
Well, I had a dream last night about our podcast today, so I'm just living in the future.
Wow. Did you know that it was gonna be this hilarious?
Yeah, actually, I actually kicked myself this morning because I was like, I should have been writing down what I wrote down for to talk about.
Right?
But this has been better.
Kim, you go.
Okay, I control my pen in a funny way.
Did you restart the thing?
Probably not. Let me see. Good call. Good call.
I feel like
Good
it's been a
call.
while. I feel like it's been a while.
It's been
Okay.
a while.
Anyway.
Okay.
But yeah, twirling my pen.
twirl
I
your
can, like,
pen.
do
Oh
it.
yeah, that is true.
Do you see me do that sometimes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know that book, The False Prince?
Yeah.
Where he can like do it, the knuckle
No.
thing?
Oh yes, yes, yes.
I haven't read it, but I know the book.
Oh, you need to read it. It's
What
so
is your
good.
problem? We've been saying to read it for years.
You haven't read Twilight. Sit down.
It takes me forever to read a book because I read like a chapter at night and then I pass out because I'm too tired.
Yeah. Well, yeah. So anyway, he can like move a coin on his finger.
His knuckles,
on
like
his
cool.
knuckles.
Yeah.
Boing.
Do it again.
And boing. And I tried to like, I tried to do it once. Yeah, it's really hard. Anyway. I can write really fast. And like still have it be
Oh.
legible.
That's actually impressive because I just give up. My handwriting goes out the window because I want speed.
Like, it's actually pretty cool, and I like it. I've always been good at like writing really, really fast.
That's a
So,
good talent to have. Useful, I would say.
In school, it was like, and I didn't even have to look at the paper either. Like,
Wow.
it was just like a glance type thing. Yeah.
Hmm.
Cool. Huh?
Cool. All right, Nat.
Think of the best comeback hours later.
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah, that's
Yeah.
pretty useless. Yeah. I do that sometimes too. I'm like, dang it, I should have said that. Yeah. Kind of
Meet
going.
me every night after we record podcasts. I'm like,
Yeah.
Me too. I'm like,
I swear I'm funny.
or when I listen back, I'm like, why?
yeah,
did
when
I
I'm
say
editing
that?
it, I'm like,
Darn it. Okay. I kind of piggybacking off of what you said. I can text and type really fast.
that
That's
is true.
true.
Kim's fast.
And subtopic, I used to be really good at texting under my desk at school. Like I just had, if I can just have like the message thread open, like I'll pull ours up, I can look under and just be like, "Hey, you guys," and type it out.
Dang.
It's a
see.
useful skill.
Did you do it?
Oh, hey, yo, guys.
Yeah, that is true.
Close enough. But yeah,
Dang.
it was very important
Cool.
to have in school when you
yeah.
weren't allowed to have a phone. So
I like it.
Yep.
Okay, well, the last one that I thought of was that I am really good at arcade games.
Really?
Yeah, randomly. Like, me and Wes
Which ones?
go to, like, Nickel City, like, quite a bit, and I just win. I just
win.
I'm just good at it. I don't know. And then I'm really good at the air hockey thing. I have beat Wesley every single game.
Well, I've never won against Jeff, so.
I don't know how I
beat
do it.
Colton every time we play horse
But
with our
Really?
little basketball hoop.
Really?
Wow.
That's a good talent to have.
good useless talent.
Good useless talent.
Good useless talent.
No.
Okay, anyway.
Anyway.
Natalie.
Not knowing what I need until my husband sits down.
Yep.
Yeah, I think that's a gift that we all.
I
just-
literally, like, he's like, why didn't you tell me that? I'm like, I didn't know I needed it. Until you sat down.
Yeah, that's me with Jeff and water. I'm like, he'll get into bed, and I'm like, oh, can you give me water? He's
Wait,
like,
I just thought of another one.
do it.
Leaving my keys in my car
Oh, I don't know if that's a talent.
with the car on.
Oh.
I don't know if that's a talent.
Colton used to freaking do that. When we were first married, he would leave the car on and he wouldn't even put it in park. I was like, what are you doing?
That's a lot
I
of
was like, you
trust.
better get this under control before we have children because they ain't going rolling
And he
down a
has.
hill.
He has. I
Yeah,
think.
he has.
But no, I remember many times where Jeff would go into Heidi's car and take the keys.
It's
out.
really true. Like it happens. It like still happens like every now and then because
my
it's just when I
gosh.
get super stressed out.
Yeah.
It's,
can
I
see
just
that.
I have a one track mind and I'm like, okay, I gotta go do this. I gotta do this, and so I just like get out of my car and I just bye.
Colton has left the keys in our door a few times. Like when we lived in our first apartment, I was like, we could have been killed. Like, thanks.
Okay, I've done that before. I will say I've done that like 3 or 4 times.
Oh, God.
But it's because I carry a lot of stuff going back home. So I'm like,
Sometimes if I can't like get the key out the first couple tries, I just am like, okay, whatever.
well, it's
I'll
like
come back for it.
Jeff and I got like the thumb reading
Oh.
lock because I think he got sick of me leaving the
Leave the
key.
keys. Nice.
Yeah. Okay, I have like quite a bit more. I guess I'm really talented.
Yeah, you could say.
You can say I'm talented uselessly. So I wrote down rolling my tongue into a taco.
Oh, I can do that.
Nice. That's genetic.
Taco?
Yeah, I feel like it's
Okay.
taco-ish.
It's giving.
It's taco.
It's
It's giving the
taco.
taco vibes.
It's giving taco energy. Yeah. So that one was one. Do you have any more?
Yeah.
All right. We'll just,
Um,
if you think of one, just
Okay.
holler at us.
Holla.
Turning to where I left off while reading. I don't use bookmarks usually.
So you just remember the page?
Yeah.
Me too.
I'm good at that too.
Me too.
And a lot of times I'll just be like, I like kind of like can tell where it is in like the books. I'm just
Yeah.
like, boop. I'm like really close or there.
Yeah. And
That's-
then I read a
that's a really
sentence
good-
and I'm like, okay, so I have like 10 more pages this way.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so weird.
That's same. Okay, I can guess someone's size. Well, women, by looking at them.
Wow. That's actually very useful.
With what I do, I kind of
Yeah.
have to. That's why I ask everyone for pictures of themselves, like full body, even if it's just like they propped their phone up. Because sometimes I'll get someone that's like, I'm an extra large. And then they'll see their picture and I'm like, no, they're a medium. They think they're an extra large because body dysmorphia is really, really a thing.
Yeah.
And also women's sizing is a joke. So I'm like, oh, they're more like a medium large. And so then I'll bring stuff that's medium to extra large so I can prove them wrong. And be like, you're not this. You are this.
Well, I mean, we've talked about
eye-opening.
this. Women's sizing is a disaster.
yeah.
Disaster.
Anyway, so.
I can,
Yeah.
That's another TED Talk.
We went and got some pants for Wesley, and he's like, yeah, my size is blah, blah, blah. I don't remember it. And he like goes and tries
I
it
just
on.
don't want to
He's
disclose
like,
it to the world.
He's like,
Sorry. It's blah, blah, blah. It's redacted.
it's blah, blah, blah. And then I'm like, hey, go try it on just to make sure that you like it and they fit. And he's like, well, they're gonna fit, and I like the color, so it's gonna work. And I'm like,
yeah.
but just try it on.
That really
He
grinds my
tries it
gears.
on, and it's like fine.
That's
and I'm like, this doesn't make
because guys, things make sense because it's the actual like
Yeah,
measurement.
weight and waist size.
Dude,
Aw,
okay.
man.
But then we went
Yeah.
to Old Navy. Sorry, we went to Old Navy. I got 3 different sizes, and none of them fit.
That is, you need to write a book about that.
I was so pissed. I was so mad. I was like, I cannot believe I had to get out of this changing room, go find more pants, and then wait in line again.
Oh my god.
No, this is true because like I will work with couples sometimes, and I have some boxer briefs on hand. Ooh, and like for some reason I thought it would be okay to only have medium, large, extra large in boxer briefs, but then I had a guy who comes up. He's like, I'm a size small. I'm like, can you sometimes be a medium? He's like, no. And I'm like, and then he tried on the medium. They were too big, and I was like, what? Because like with us, like we're used to like sizing down, sizing up. So, like I was like,
Yeah,
this
they're
is not
one
fair.
size, and that is their size.
Yeah.
It's so stupid.
Yeah.
Anyway.
So, all right, I'll do trivia next. The dog in the Sandlot is nicknamed the Beast, but what was his actual
Hercules.
name?
Hercules.
Hercules. Actually,
Hercules, yeah.
I was looking for Hercules.
Hercules.
I always say his name like that now when I talk
Nora
about
Jean.
Nora.
That's such an underrated movie. It's so good.
Hercules?
Hercules.
Hercules.
But yeah. So that's my last talent was the someone, not the last one, but that's the one I just said. Someone size. Nat, you got another one?
I can use the bathroom on demand.
Oh, that's actually
Wow.
pretty
I mean, like,
impressive.
Number 2, I just have to go to the store.
Okay,
Yeah.
me at Smith's this morning fighting for my life.
You and Joanne's.
Oh, and Joanne's. But it's always when I walk into Smith's now.
It makes me so angry, you guys. I'm like,
Well, now I have this fear that every time I go on a walk, I'm just gonna have to poop. And like,
Well,
I'm
so-
pretty sure I have it too.
So I thought, no, it's not a solitary experience. Everyone has this. So I learned that it's something that a lot of people experience because someone on TikTok made this video about like, oh, every time I go to Target, I spend a half hour in the bathroom. And I'm like, does that happen to everyone?
it's because the walking helps your stuff
Digestion
go.
move, yeah.
But sometimes, like, I think my body realized today that I haven't been to Joanne's in a while. So I was like, we're going to revert. Now Smith's is going to be your place. Because last week, too.
You go
as
to
soon as I-
Smith's pretty often. Let's
Well,
just
no,
change it.
No, but, yeah. We go every week. So I walk into Smith's last week and today, and the first thing I do is go to the bathroom. It's like, what is going on?
It's
I swear.
it's awful with kids because you're like, oh crap, I have to drag 2 kids in there with me, and it's like, oh my god.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah,
Oh,
or there's just
man.
Leslie that pees like 5 times an hour.
I don't know how men go to the bathroom so often. That's another TED Talk.
And he's like in there for like 5 minutes each time. And I'm like, you just wouldn't pee. It should not take that long.
So at mom's today, Baylor woke up from his nap, but then he just like was down there for like half an hour, like just chilling, like
True.
being quiet.
Pooping.
I get him. Yeah, he had pooped, and I was like, oh yeah, he just likes to like wake up from his nap and just like chill and poop. And I was like, he's a guy.
Yeah. He just likes to take his
No,
time.
'cause really, I'll like go in.
get a newspaper.
If I like hear he's awake, and I go in, he literally looks at me like, "What are you doing? I didn't call for you to come get me." Like,
just like stop where you
I
are.
actually
Like
told
this
Jeff-
is like privacy.
I told Jeff about that actually.
It's
and
like, have you guys,
oh no.
have you guys seen the Good Dinosaur?
no.
Yes.
You think you have with Nora, but it's the part where
I've seen half of it.
Spot, the little human guy, he's just like peeing, and the dinosaur Arlo, he like hears the sounds, then he like looks, and then he like I'm sorry, I'm explaining this so bad, but like Arlo, he like wakes up and he hears this sound and he like looks over, and then Spot's just like peeing and he just like looks at him and stops. And then Arlo like looks away, and then he looks back, and he's like 50 feet that way, like peeing again. It's just, I don't know why, it just gets me.
That's Baylor. No, I actually told Jeff about Baylor doing that, and he was like, "Yeah, you can't rush a good poop." And I was like,
No, you really
just
can't.
not- You really
Yeah,
can't."
Because I feel like I do that, and then he poops like 4 times in the day because he just didn't get it all out. But anyway,
Yeah, it was pretty gnarly though.
yeah, it was bad.
Very dark. Okay, my next one is I can think of a song that fits any situation,
Oh.
or Twilight quote
Yeah.
from the movies though, specifically.
Oh yeah. One of mine is I'm actually pretty good with like movie quotes as well.
You are.
You are.
I can come up with
You
movie
and Jeff
quotes
are
pretty
really
well.
good
Yeah.
at that.
Mhm.
I love when Jeff does movie quotes because he's really good at impressions,
He is.
and so it's really funny.
Very specific impressions, but yes.
But it's like I watch these movies and then like I remember them because I think they're funny or like whatever, and then I like say it to somebody and they like haven't seen that movie and then they just think I'm a psychopath. And I'm like, it's a problem.
That was one of the
sometimes.
hardest things on my mission because I'm in Brazil speaking Portuguese and I'm like, I think of a quote, but I can't like translate it right. So
Yeah.
I'm like trying to translate it and it just doesn't sound right. And they're just like, mm-hmm. And I'm like,
They're like, it's not funny.
it's perfect if you know what I'm talking
I promise
about.
I'm hilarious.
Lost in translation.
Yeah.
No, seriously. I put telling little kid stories to Nora.
You
I
are
think
very
I think
good
I'm pretty
at
good
that.
at it.
You are.
Like sometimes I'm like, I don't even know what to talk about. And then I just like all of a sudden I'm just like off on this adventure. And I'm like, whoa. All right. I surprised even myself.
You're like just like sitting there like enjoying the
Yeah, no,
story
seriously.
too. Like,
No, seriously. Seriously, I do not have a plan in my head. I'm just speaking and it just happens. It's crazy.
My favorite story was when we had Nora's sleepover and you were telling her the story about the brave.
yeah, the brave girl, the
brave
brave
girl.
girl.
It's Nora.
Oh no, yeah, Nora.
I tell stories about Nora.
Yeah, going to get her ears pierced, and then how the elephant or another animal wanted to get their ears pierced too.
Yeah.
and so,
It's always about her and her elephant oats.
oh yeah, oats.
Yeah.
That's what it
Oh
was.
my gosh, maybe she's gonna be like the next Calvin and Hobbes, and she's just gonna like tell about her adventures
It was so
in a
it's so
comic
cute.
book.
You should come up with books.
The
for
big
children.
elephant. What did I call it? The big animal piercing center or something?
Yeah, the BAPC.
The BAPC.
I said we should get T-shirts for the BAPC, and then that's like the what? Like the big animal piercing.
Yeah, Kim just like texts me as you're like telling this story. And she's like, I have to hear this to the end.
No, but like,
I was on the edge of my seat. I was like, I'm gonna put my book down. I need to listen to this story.
I really think it helps her with a lot. I should do it more. I haven't been doing it very often recently, but I really think it helps her process things. Because she'll like she'll talk to me about it the next day, or like be telling someone about something that like she didn't quite experience, but she kind of processed through her story. I don't know. I think it's cool.
No, I think it was a good way of like helping her see that she was brave in doing that. Because the next day she was like, "Yeah, I was really brave," and I was like, "Yeah, you were." Like,
She even told the doctor like 2 days later. She was like, "Yeah, I got my ears pierced. It wasn't that bad." And I was like,
Well,
"Okay."
she only cried a little bit.
And then she like got her shot, and she was like, "Oh, that was way easier than getting my ears pierced," or something like that. And I was like, "Yeah,
Yeah.
Welcome to
Like-
being a woman.
yeah."
When you start comparing things, the
Right.
pain. It's not as
You're
bad
like,
as this.
Oh yeah, that period wasn't as bad as the last period. We're good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh man.
I also have I'm a fantastic solo dancer, and I mean like when I'm alone. I
Solo
can
dance
just
party.
like bust out the moves, man. But when I feel like anyone could remotely be watching, then I like freeze up and I just can't do it.
That's Jeff. Jeff is really good at dancing in front of me, but he freezes up when he's in front of other people. I'm like, Jeff, you're so good though. And he's like, no, I'm not.
See, not even Colton has really seen a lot. My kids have. I like dancing. Baylor thinks it's hilarious when I dance, and so I'm over there doing the craziest crap. I'm like, dang.
I know. I feel so good when I make a joke and like these like first graders laugh at it. And I'm like, yeah, I'm pretty cool.
I feel good when Baylor laughs at what I,
know
do.
Baylor laughs at everything, and I'm like,
We're doing knuckles out there just barely, and he's just cracking up. And I'm like, I needed this today.
yeah,
Just
he's so
like you just
funny.
slap his hand. He's just like,
I literally would just like walk in the room, and I'm like, and he's like, and I'm like, oh man, I'm so good.
It's
Makes me
just
feel
good to have him around, man. Just for that. And other things, of course.
Yeah.
Okay, I wrote down my impression of Dudley from that one scene in Harry Potter.
That's so true.
How many are there?
how many are there?
That's so accurate, actually, because you are really good at that.
Just
Not
that one.
me,
That's my.
not Hermione.
Yo! Oh my gosh, I saw TikTok. So they're making a Harry Potter series.
Yeah.
Which I don't know if you guys saw that. Don't want it, but whatever.
I was over here like, I want it.
I know. We talked about it on a
Yeah,
podcast that
we
and
did.
we were like, really, Heidi? So now you're getting it. But
I think I can't. I think
you
they
manifested
heard.
it. Yeah,
Yeah.
they're listening to us.
So
Cool.
maybe we'll get invited on set. Maybe we will be the actors.
No. Well, I was gonna say, you know, the TikTok of the girl that recited that whole scene. Not me, not Hermione, yo. So I saw like a ton of videos on TikTok of people casting the show, like who they think they should be, and there was one that was her forever. I was like, yes, she should be.
Well, do you guys follow the girls that do Professor McGonagall and then the other one does Draco?
No.
Yeah, they like do these bits, and like she can do a mean McGonagall voice. Like she does really
show
well.
us.
Yeah, I'll have to like.
Send it to us.
Yeah.
We'll repost it on the.
But it's really funny because they're like two friends, but then one of them pretends to be McGonagall and one of them pretends to be Draco, and then they just do the randomest things.
Wait, like the
and it's-
Draco with like from like the first movie where his hair slicks
Yeah,
back?
yeah, exactly.
Oh, I think I've
'Cause
seen
she,
that one.
Yeah, she's like a more petite lady, and then she has blonde hair, and she'll like
I think I saw Tom Felton react to one of her videos.
I think so.
And it was like, that's really good.
Yep,
I
it's
love
her.
that.
Yep,
I
and
love
That's a
Tom
really good
Felton.
talent.
I love
I hope
him.
he plays Lucius Malfoy. That's been the rumor.
Oh really?
Oh.
I don't want the Harry Potter series. Don't get me wrong, but
If they were, that would be my guy.
yeah, like someone was saying, oh, like Rupert should be Charlie. I think we talked not Charlie. His dad, Arthur.
Arthur.
And then Daniel Radcliffe would be Snape, and like et cetera, et cetera.
I don't feel like Daniel Radcliffe could be Snape. Like he's just not like.
No, I don't
he doesn't
think
have
so.
that vibe.
I
He
think
could be a
he'd
different
be-
character though.
He's so short.
Lupin, maybe.
Oh,
Yeah, he could be a Lupin.
He could be a good Lupin.
Yeah, I don't
But
know.
I don't know. I feel like it's gonna be.
And then I feel like
interesting.
Emma Watson could probably do like McGonagall, but she's too young.
Yeah, she's too young.
But like down the road, I feel like she could do that.
That'd be
Qui-
I don't know.
the
Actually.
Quidditch teacher.
Yeah.
Or the broom.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
the broom
That'd
master.
be
Yeah.
funny.
Yes.
Or like, yeah.
Yeah.
Just like some professor. I don't know. Okay, ready for
Alright.
some trivia?
Yes.
Ready.
All right. In what country do more than half of people believe in elves? Did we already do this one?
No.
No.
No, it was the unicorn one with Ireland.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Okay.
Norway, Russia, Holland, or Iceland?
I feel like it's Norway.
I feel like it's Holland.
Which is it?
Norway.
Holland.
Iceland.
Oh, we're both wrong. Why did we we like stuck to our
We
conviction?
knew it was right, and it was definitely wrong.
So once upon a that just reminded me. Okay, whoa, sorry.
Oh.
My brain just started going like 15 different
Short
directions.
circuited.
It's like that reminded me of that scene in Inside Out where they like mix up the box of opinions and facts, and he's like, "Oh, don't worry about it. It happens all the time."
Yeah.
Yep.
Anyway, and then my other thought was,
Anyway.
oh yeah, in like 9th grade, I had this crush on this guy, and he was like super proud of his like ancestors from Iceland. And he would like tell me his like Icelandic name and things, and he was just like very proud of it, and it was like just kind of weird now that I think about it.
But you had a crush on him?
Yeah,
You're like, wow, that's a cool name.
yeah,
Is that the end of the story?
yeah.
Oh, cool. Nice.
Natalie was into Vikings. Got it.
Oh my god, it was honestly just very interesting. He he liked to run a lot, so he would just be like out running in the middle of the night, in the middle of rainstorms, just running.
Oh, he's
just
one
a
of
runner.
those.
And he also
Just ready.
He
to
did
get
give
hit
me
by lightning.
this Star Wars shirt. Do you remember that Star Wars shirt I had? He gave me that. He was a Star Wars fan. Anyway, and then he gave me to read this book that introduced me to this literary. Okay, stop. Hold on.
Sorry. You like didn't even give me like a time to like respond.
You're like, remember that shirt? Yeah, anyway, got me that shirt.
And
You're both just like,
okay, but he gave me this book, and it was a Star Wars like spin-off book of Han Solo and Chewbacca
Yes, I do remember.
with the zombies
Yeah.
and stuff. It was a crazy book, man, but it
Was
was
it
pretty
good?
good. And anyways, I just think about
was it a
that.
5-star read?
I don't know. But
We'll have to read
definitely introduced me to a different type of like,
genre.
yeah.
It's incredible what we are willing to do because we like someone.
Right?
Just what we're willing to try. Yeah.
We were really cute though. We would like write notes and slip them into each other's backpacks. And,
Oh, so
yeah.
he liked you back?
Yeah, he did.
Obviously, Heidi. He told her his Icelandic name.
That means I love you in Iceland.
No, I'm pretty sure I legit have emails from him because that was the thing back then. We would email each other after school.
Ooh.
Oh my gosh,
For us,
that's
it was
so cute.
For us, it was an AOL Instant Messenger.
Oh my gosh, stop. No.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I have emails of him that have like Icelandic things in it. So,
What a weird kid.
Oh my gosh.
I hope you're doing well. You know who you are.
You know who you are if you're listening.
Oh,
Iceland
no.
boy.
Just
Like
the
you with the
lady with
finger,
the nails.
lady.
Is that where you got it?
Maybe they're together, having fun,
Oh my,
doing well.
what a great story that would be.
We need to be done.
We're done.
Thanks for listening to Discussions. Hit the little camera icon and follow us on Instagram at Discussions Podcast to stay updated on all things Heidi, Nat, and Kim. And don't forget to catch us on next week's episode.